Good evening from New York. This is my first live stream in like 5 months, which is kind of wonderful to say that after a year of doing so many live streams. So I have people watching, I think, from many places in the US, and also my parents in Israel. Hi. They're up at 3 a.m., which is kind of amazing. This is a very special program for me. Everything started with this beautiful piece, Kol Nidre, that every cellist knows. It's such an important piece for cello, and I'm going to talk more about it later. But I've never played it on Yom Kippur because I always take the day off. And this year, so many people told me that because of COVID and the Delta variant, that they won't go to the synagogue. They are still worried about it, and that they won't be able to hear Kol Nidre. So I was like, okay, so let's do something about it. And it was actually my good friends Sandy and Mark Rothman in Aspen. Yes, you're getting a shout out. I know that you asked not to get a shout out, but you're getting a shout out. They told me that they won't be able to hear Kol Nidre, and I was like, I'm bringing Kol Nidre for you and some more music. So Kol Nidre is all about reflecting over the vows and promises and all those things that we didn't fulfill really, and accepting it, that we didn't do it and that we can do better. And we are asked that all of our vows will be forgiven, and we will try to be better as human beings, especially. So I wanted to put together a program that kind of reflects that and reflects what we've been through in the past year, and we've been through a lot, and what we're going through right now, which is also a little bit complicated, and what we can think about going forward. So I chose 2 pieces by Gentiles, and a piece by a Jew, and a piece by a Gentile that wrote Jewish music. So we have a beautiful program, and later on we'll have more musicians joining me. So I hope you can hear me well, and I'm going to start. So the first piece that I'm going to start with is the Bach Cello Suite number 2. And I was really debating what Bach I want to play for you, and especially yesterday after the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 horrific attack, it really came to me like something that connects both days together. A memory, some pain, and also trying to find a new way. So the second suite is in D minor. It's very different than the first suite. That is the first suite that is so lovely, or the third suite that is in major, in C major, that is so open and beautiful. And this one is to me it's tragic. And there's lots of soul there, and lots of pain. And the beautiful thing about Bach's music is that you can always channel it to your story. It's not this program music where you know a specific story. You can find your own story, your own pain, your own emotions in it. So this is the prelude of the second suite by Johann Sebastian Bach in D minor. So I've been doing in the past 4 months concert in Central Park. It's much safer than COVID with COVID, so it's really nice to do concerts and have live human beings with you. So it's just it feels weird to go back to the live streaming and to have this silence when you're done playing. So the next piece, I want to give you. So now we were grieving, and we can talk about grieving in so many different ways. And this is the beautiful thing about this time of year in the Jewish calendar, where you are asked to reflect, and it's very healthy for you. It's all these ideas that, like, yes, you should think what you can do better. And doing better is actually very also internal. It's not just like we want to do better to other people, but also like to reflect within yourself and what are your needs, and how if I will live better, I'll be able to contribute to society better. And I would like to play for you from the same suite, the Saraband. The Sarabands are the most beautiful music by Bach. Between all his works, he wrote 33 Sarabands, so it tells you that it's a piece of music that he really loves. So a Saraband is a Spanish dance. It's the slowest dance in the entire suite. So it's always in the center, kind of like a moment to pause and kind of like ponder, find like that quiet inside, that zen, that moment that you have just one voice, not this something rumbling. And this is a great time to meditate. It's a great time to reflect. It's a great time to take away all of the noise, the cell phones, the news, the dogs, and take a moment for yourself and try to connect to this music and see how this music can serve you and take you to a place. I hope you enjoy the piece. Now I'm going to take you more than 200 years forward, living composer, and this is Philip Glass, the most famous, I think, living composer now in the US, one of the most famous composers alive right now. And there's lots of connection between the pieces that I just played for you and the Philip Glass songs for cello solo, and this is song number 7. So Philip Glass writes minimalist music, and the idea behind minimalist music is that after music developed so much and it was so big and so eventful and so noisy and so big and it's so much to handle, we minimize music to something much simpler, the core of music, the skeleton of music, taking harmony and having the progression, like our excitement, go a little bit more, maybe numb, but the idea that like it's slower, but then every time that you have a bump in the road, you really feel it as like a big event. It feels like something so strong. So what I love so much about this piece by Philip Glass is that it has this mantra, and minimalist music is very much inspired also in many ways with music from the Far East. So a mantra is this piece of music that just keeps repeating, and it repeats over and over and over, and you don't know if you're so sucked into it that you don't know if you already heard it before. Is it the same as before? It's like you're just in this state of trance, and he's doing it so beautifully that even sometimes when I play, I'm like, wait, did I play it already? Am I supposed to switch? Like, it really plays with your brain. And whenever I'm thinking about this piece, I think about life and direction in life, and like, where am I going? Where is the world going? Are we doing the same thing? Should we change? I see so many connections with this music to life right now, and I think you will be able to find your own story also in this music. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to tune first. That was song number 7 by Philip Glass. And now I'd like to invite Ella Avni to join me. Let me have the chair. So, everybody, this is Ella.
Hi.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah,
no.
it is.
It's like, no, never. No, not interested. It's like, yeah, it was like fun at times, but no. I mean, we are very happy to have you all here. And it's very weird also to watch yourself in delay. In a perfect situation, actually, we would have played for you Kol Nidre, and then we'll play for you this piece, because the pieces we're going to play, but we're keeping this for the end. But Kol Nidre made this piece happen in many ways. So a little bit background. So Kol Nidre was written by Max Bruch, and he chose the cello because the cello represents the cantor, that person that sings is praying out loud for the entire community. So it's a good singer. It's a male voice, but it has range. It can go up, and it has so much depth and pain and those moments. So this is Bruch, the German Catholic composer that wrote that piece, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But Bloch, Ernst Bloch, the Swiss Jewish composer, wrote a lot for cello, because Kol Nidre changed kind of the history of cello, showed how it can be a front instrument, how it can really sing. After years and years and years that everybody thought violin is the best, and like now they understand better. It goes well also with the rise of the clarinet, right? The piece originally is for cello and piano, but we figured a different version, and there's so much soul in the clarinet, and basically what you'll hear is us swapping the singing. So you'll hear lots of the singing that has so much pain and pathos, and like someone that is really trying for all of us. So we will be trying for you. And Bruch took an existing melody, and here Mr. Bloch is writing a new prayer, but that really sounds like East European music. Even it's quite incredible what he's doing, and the coloring. We're saying East European. It's not west of Europe. It's not that. There's lots of coloring and lots of what we call makam, like different scales that actually come, and you can actually find them historically more in the Muslim world, and it's very interesting how everything connects. This is prayer by Ernst Bloch, and we hope you enjoy it. I'll take your and I'll take this. Elad.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we're gonna get all the musicians, so we're gonna have a transition moment. And the crowd goes wild. It's like so quiet. Let's tune first. Okay, so let me see it. So let's get to know our musicians. Masha Polishuk on violin. Hunter Lazan on the French horn. Yay! I guess I should speak like that. Hunter Lazan on the French horn. Don't think about it. Ella Avnia on the clarinet. Taylor Smith on the bassoon.
Yay!
In Bar Paz, all the way from Israel. Finally, she's back. In Bar Paz on the bass. I'll do it like this so you can see her. In Bar Paz on the bass. And Leiki Glick on the viola. Kol Nidre, Bruch wrote it after he heard this beautiful prayer. And it's a miracle for cello in the history of cello. Seriously, that piece changed music history for cellists because it really conveyed that this instrument can do so much and it's versatile and it can really speak and it can climb up on the cello, and there's so much depth in this piece. So he takes this prayer and you'll hear it right at the beginning. You'll hear this prayer that is very quiet, very eternal. And you'll be able to hear the cantor and the congregation. It's so clear. And then he starts developing it, and then Bruch lives in the romantic period, so you're really getting like emotion and amazing orchestration that you'll hear for the first time here with 6 musicians. It's kind of incredible. I found this arrangement on IMSLP. It's the most important website, I think, in music, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. IMSLP is the most important thing in music right now. It's a website that provides sheet music for free. So you can go to imslp.org and get music. And also you can donate to them because it's really important. And also amazing people contribute to the site their own arrangements. And I found this arrangement, and they literally wrote there, if you're performing it, please record it for us, because there's no recording of this arrangement, so we're very thankful to you. And this piece, and as you can see, there's a combination here of winds and strings trying to imitate the orchestra, but the coloring is so beautiful, and the depth and the harmony, and in the rehearsal I asking Bard more and more and more, like we need the bass, and it was like, it's so important like to have this depth and very rich music. In the middle of the piece, after a big climax, we're going to heaven. Literally, I think to me it feels like we're in heaven. Everything is in major. The two ladies here are going to beat the harp. It's like a huge harp solo, and it's as if like, okay, we made it. I guess we didn't screw up so badly, and we made it to heaven. And we have this heavenly moment before we go back back to life. So I don't know if it's heaven or it's just like a dream. To me, it feels like heaven. And it ends also in a very, very hopeful note that like, okay, maybe it's not lost. Like, you reflected, you paid the price, you're still alive, and you better do better. So I hope you enjoy this beautiful piece with these amazing artists. I'm very thankful to all of you. Thank you so much for being with us. So, Masha Polishuk on the violin. Hunter Lazan on the horn. Taylor Smith on the bassoon. Inbar Paz on the bass. And Lakey Glick on the viola.
And clarinet.
Oh, sorry,
It's okay.
because I was with my back, so I was like, yeah. And Ella Avni that played so beautifully for us also, the bloch, not just the buch, also the bloch. Ella Avni on the clarinet. So this is going to happen in Central Park on Tuesday. Woohoo! So if you have friends in New York, please invite them. Central Park at 6:30 on Tuesday. And we all, I think, wish you good health and only good news, good things. Let's hope things will go a little bit easier, but be kind to other people. I think this is the biggest message that we get from last year and a half and also from this day of reflection. Thank you so much.